Hello and welcome back to our mostly sun-kissed corner of central Portugal. Everyone round here will tell you what a strange summer we're having. Amongst the brilliant sunshine, we've still had grey, humid days and the occasional dramatic thunderstorm, supposedly unheard of at this time of year. Unfortunately, it makes work planning a bit less precise. This week though, we make further progress on the driveway, and now the timber's been delivered, Phil starts to build a proper bed frame to replace the camp beds we've been putting up with till now. We do get caught out with the solar system on a grey weekend, but it's all a learning curve. But before that, we fit a tap in the outdoor kitchen, one small step closer to civilised living. If you're new to the channel, we're Jane and Phil. Last year we bought an abandoned farm in 2 acres of woodland and set about bringing it back to life. You've seen us put together our brilliant outdoor kitchen space in previous episodes. It's been working well so far, but it's still a bit rough around the edges.
So I bought a tap to fit into the onto the outdoor kitchen, make it look a bit more civilised. But it exposed another of the vagaries of the local plumbing kit. So standard flexible tails that I'm used to, but I couldn't find an adapter to go from the multi-camada into the 1/2 inch BSP. So I've had to go and find a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch adapter to go in like that, into which I can then put one of these inline isolators. Get rid of that. And then that's the wrong one, that one. Put in an adapter from 3/4 inch to multicam. So that's okay, that'll fit nicely. But it just seems again another rather convoluted multi-piece way of achieving something which back in the UK I would have expected or might have been able to do a lot more simply. Anyway, gets the job done. So 2 of those under there. Pipe then goes out to the other side of this wall and along to where we've got the water supply at the moment, and that'll be good. So if I feed these up, grab them and take the weight.
Yeah, got them.
Okay, so now pull up.
Yeah.
Keep pulling.
Yeah, keep pulling. It's sort of lodged in the hole at the moment.
That's in there like that. Good.
The bit's tight.
Now,
Tail's tightened in.
so what I need to do is feed the threaded sleeve up, and then to get it onto the thread inside there. So can you do that?
Okay.
So I'm going to take this away. A second.
Yeah.
So So take that away a second like that.
I'll hold that.
Right.
Yeah, that's tightened.
Right, now drop it back down through again.
Down through the hole.
Okay, good. So just hold it steady then.
Okay.
I'm going to twist and you'll obviously have to hold against.
Okay.
Right, it's twisting.
That's okay, I can hold it.
That'll do. Right.
I'll let go.
That's the tap, and you can let it go now. Yeah, nice. Happy days. Good.
We have a tap. Woo!
Well, yeah, we've got to connect it to some pipes yet.
We have a tap. We have a tap. Stage 1.
The worktop has a tap. The tap has no water. But we will get to that bit in a moment. Jenny, can you get me the expanding tool, the little 3-corner thingy? It's in the plastic box, and actually is the orange pipe cutter there as well.
I'll take this first.
There's a bit of a rough end on the end of this. If I can cut it back a bit smoother, that'd be great. That's better. So, you ready for the big reveal?
Yeah, excited.
So, let me just go underneath and do the stop valve. So that's okay.
And just
That's all okay there.
show the pipe there.
Ready?
Under there. Hang on a minute. And we're up on top again. Ready, steady. And we have running water.
Here we go.
Progress.
Bingo.
Amazing.
Early Sunday morning, and we wake up to find not a lot going on in the electricity department. So we're on the back of 3 or 4 days of fairly overcast and very wet at times weather, and we've rather depleted the battery power. So fortunately we've got the gas to boil some water for some tea and coffee, but we're going to have to wait a bit before we get anything else going. Not open the fridge door too much, certainly not open the freezer door, and whilst there's a trickle of solar, it's grey and overcast this morning, it doesn't look like it's going to be a very electrical day. Lesson learned obviously is to going to need to probably find another battery so that we can increase the capacity of the system to deal with the grey days. We've only got the one 3 kilowatt hour battery on there at the moment. I think probably a second one is going to be necessary. So another one of these, the
B300 Bluettis, probably going to need to come in sometime soon. All part of the lessons learned and getting used to solar power. So this is the ambient conditions. A bit grey, a bit overcast. Not ideal for solar power. We'll make the best of it that we can. So here we are an hour later from when I first looked at it. Even under these conditions, we're getting 300 plus watts of solar input, and we're up to 9%, which means it's let me turn the AC back on. So the fridge is now drawing 130 watts, but all of that is on the plus side. So even as we stand, we'll begin to add some power into the batteries. But yeah, it ran out overnight. These things happen, I guess.
What you want now is the rain. Sink her down. It will go down like a grave.
I think maybe, Janie, we'll dig it in today, but not put the textile down. Or at least
No, I wouldn't.
we can put the textile on the back
On
bit.
the back bit,
Yeah. And have it laid ready to go over.
And then have it rolled back, ready to go on there. Yeah.
That's got to go down. It will
Yeah, I
soon.
mean, I'll come and stamp on it every day
Right.
and just put some weight on it.
Well, if we thought about that, we could have done it in sections.
Well, I've got my.
You're only going to tamp
I've got
the
the
top
tamper.
layer.
Yeah, but again, all we can
Let
do.
the rain get to it.
Yeah.
Not going to have any more rain, I don't think.
Sorry?
Don't think we're going to have any more.
Oh, right.
So, Janie, you've got to go down about another 6 inches.
Yeah. I'm guessing that.
But I have a new and repaired.
Hey, there you go.
Managed to get the old handle off
Yeah.
Another shovel.
with a bit of. Yeah, that shovel you said.
Yeah.
Is missing the tip end.
Is it? Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah. It's got the tip end,
Yeah.
except it's rusted away.
Oh, right. Oh, well.
But and it's all. It could work, but it's got two pins driven through it in the collar. So I'm not sure.
Screwed in.
Yeah, this one. Coffee break time, and we've managed to clear everything ready. That's there's a slight mound where the stuff we filled into the trench, and I reckon that's going to need a bit of watering, a bit of stamping down over a few days. So we'll bring the textile up to sort of that area there, leave that open, maybe fold it back or something. And that way, with a bit of rain or with a bit of watering, that can drop down and it'll level out. But now the job is to get the textile over and fill in this area. Well done, Janie.
Yeah, wow. That's
And
good.
thank you, Phil.
That's all right, my friend. Anytime.
Much appreciated.
That now gives us
Another little job sorted.
the look of the driveway as it's going to be.
Oh, the white t-shirt.
Excellent. So the time has come to get started on making up the bed frame. So I've started to lay out all the stuff I've got. The basis of it are going to be these. These are the sprung slats. These come from IKEA, and so they're the standard sort of length and width. So I've got to make the bed frame to go around the mattress, but to be able to support those in between the runners. So got the timber delivery the other day. So we've got some 150 by 25. That's going to make up the sort of the side panels. There are some 50 by 75, which will go inside those to provide the ledge onto which these things will rest. There is a lump of 75 thick, which I'm going to rip down to give me some 75 by 75 square legs. And that's about it really. It's quite a simple, should be quite a simple build. Cut it up, sand it down, treat it with the wood treatment, and knock it together. And with luck and a fair wind, that'll make a much more comfortable bed frame for a better night's sleep all round. Much brighter morning this morning, so now we can work properly outdoors. Time to get on with the bed frame. This is the sanding station. So to make some what is fairly rough cut timber, turn it into something a little more touch sensitive for furniture. So gonna have a go this morning. Just got a belt sander to do the rough stuff. That's got an 80 grit belt on it, and then the orbital sander, that's got 120 grit just to finish it off and smooth. That's not bad off the belt sander. Let's just give it a finish now with the orbital. Meanwhile, back at the landscaping.
Rescaping. Just filling in a hole. Trying to make us a bit of a sort of land bridge over here so that we can access the citrus trees a bit better. And
get the lawnmower
get
back.
the mower back over, yes, at some time
And
today.
we've got to return it home.
Yep.
Does need to be able to be driven across somewhere.
Yep, so we'll try and make this wide enough for you to get over.
Cool.
Is we good? Getting there?
Do you want me to tread it down a little bit whilst it's there?
Not yet. No. Oh, you can. Have a trot.
Just give a bit of a...
Is it?
Bit of a stand.
That depressed me because I thought I'd got to the top, you know.
Well, no, but it's got to be compressed,
I know
hasn't it?
it's going to lower down. Step backwards.
There you go. It'll go a lot lower in due course, but that'll do for now.
That's just first stage.
Now it'd be lovely just to see across without the lump of the soil pile in the way. See a continuous line down into that part of the garden. Brilliant.
Well, easier with a digger, of course, but...
Yeah, but only if we do small bits, it'll be fine.
Oh, I'm not doing all of it. No way.
So, as ever doing this on the hoof, I've come up with a slightly better design idea, I think. So, I was originally going to have the corners and have the support brackets just sort of butting up to them and coming out like that, but I've got enough depth in that sidebar to let me run the leg in and then to have the support beam bearing down onto the leg, and got enough here for the spring mattress support thingies, and then for the mattress to sit inside there. So I reckon if I drop a 50mm, if I have that leg coming up 50mm, so something like that, let me just clamp that in here. Do that again, yeah. And the same at the far end. And I can run that into there like that, so ground is down there. That then bears down onto the leg, so the full weight support on the leg. I might spot a little support bracket or block in there just to double up, and then there's enough here for the mattress to overlap. And that comes at 45. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So preliminary fixings, just got it all clamped together, one at each end, and then this one clamped down to be the right depth, single one in the centre. So that'll keep it all robustly tied together, and then I can do more. I'll probably do a couple more in each side, but that gives us the bracing together now. And if I go at it with, I think some 60mm. I've not got enough to do the whole job, so I have to go and get some more in a minute. Because it's 25mm outer timber, should then give enough depth to give it a good grip. I'm going for form over function on this. Function over form on this one. So I'm not going to worry too much about hiding the fixings. This is going to be a robust and rapid assembly. There we go. So that's that part done. I decided to go the other way, so I have a little bit of an upstand there for the mattress to sit into. The legs will go there, and I can now brace them against that side. I put in a little quarter piece there, so the legs will be solid and secure. It should be okay, and I'll have a little, again, a piece in there just to give it a bit of a brace up. Lovely.
Unfortunately, we ran out of time to get the bed finished this week, but we'll be back soon with the big reveal. Hope you'll be able to join us then.